Good morning, Illumineers. So it is 7 a.m. Some people have been awake for 500 years, not me, because, well, it's complicated. You had to wake up at 4 a.m. to get into the virtual queue for merchandise. But then apparently some people have been in line since 2:30, but not me, because it's not stupid. It's just like not a possibility for me. And that's okay. We all need to know our limits. But I'm half poo right now. Soon I will be a poo wizard. Now I am just a poo. So take that with what you will. But yeah, so we're going to head over to the convention center and get in some form of a line and hope that that works out. I'm scared. I'm nervous. Um, but yeah, I don't know. I'll update you probably throughout the day. Maybe this is the only video I'll take. We'll find out. I don't know. So either way, you're coming with me and we're going to go have some fun. Question mark? Either way, it's probably going to be. See you at the convention. So we made it inside and it is very hot. I would highly not recommend wearing full length polyester robes to a convention. Not a great choice, but we are, probably going to get inside in the next hour or so and then straight to Ravensburger to see if I can get in line for the D23 set. I've seen lines online today. They're very scary, very scary. But maybe it's better here. Probably not, but I didn't wake up at or stay up all night for it. So that's a benefit, right? So yeah, hopefully to find some Illumineers, some Lorcana fans. So people look at me and go, I get it. Because right now, I'm not sure anyone understands what's going on with my outfit. I'm not sure I understand myself. It's quite hot. But yeah, I'm excited to go around and hopefully get my hands on the good stuff. Also shimmering skies, which is very exciting. So I don't know. I'll update you. Hopefully the next time you see me, I'm holding like all the Lorcana product and it's very exciting. So it's a little banana pants in here. We went straight to the Ravensburger line and there was a lot of people and it was a lot of chaos. And technically I'm in line, but then I also got a virtual queue for Mickey's of Glendale. I don't know what's in here, but and I messed that up. So my sister can't come with me. So now I'm shopping for two. That's fine. So she's still waiting in line for Ravensburger and I'm now waiting in line for this. And who knows if we're going to get in to either one of them. It's kind of chaotic. But I don't know. I'm trying to be positive. So I'm just going to think positive thoughts. But I think it's all going to turn around. This is the most stressful it's going to be, right? Probably, maybe. I don't know. Hello, it's me. I am in the future or present, depending on your perspective. But I wanted to kind of cut in because it's going to just jump to day 2 after this clip. I waited in line for an hour at Mickey Glendale's. Then I went back to the Lorcana line and waited in line for an hour. Then we got kicked out of line and got a wristband and told to come back in 2 hours. So the good news is we got product. It was all a lot of stress for nothing in the sense that like I stressed myself out for nothing. They were pretty open about being not afraid to run out of product, but everybody in the line was kind of like freaking me out. Like we're all like, are we gonna get it? And so it was kind of like I got in my own head. And so and then vlogging while carrying a honey staff and a bag and shopping stuff and my phone and while being grumpy and tired, it just wasn't working. So that's why you were going to see me in a wizard costume. And then it's day 2 and I'm Gelatoni. But it all worked out. I got my D23 set. I got my promo. I got my pin. I got into the panel. I went into the standby room. I was so afraid that wouldn't work out. And it did work out. So future me is here to tell past me, calm down. It's going to work out. But, hindsight's 2020. I just think that the frantic energy of the convention and then the fact that like I woke up really early and felt that like FOMO, contagious FOMO, it made it where I was a little stressed there for a little bit. But it all worked out. And now I'll do an episode with Patrick and Monica of the Lorcana duo, and we're going to talk specifically about our experience with all the Lorcana stuff. But you can kind of see pictures here of it was busy. It was a little crazy. I just think that everyone was surprised by how excited everyone was and how many people there were. So on to the next day. You're going to see me as day 2. It's a better me. So that's the good news, is this kind of sad, tired Katie out of here. New, refreshed, optimistic Katie in here. So here we are. Back to the video. Hello, Lumineers. So, okay, yesterday got out of hand, and there's probably gonna be a clip before this that explains how yesterday got out of hand, but I'm rested, I'm showered, I'm my best self, I think. You know, I've got gelatoni. There's a gelatoni on my hip that I can't show, but it's there, and I feel better. So today the goal is to actually do D23. So just see what it's about, see what we got. I I think D23 is like a shock to the system if you didn't know what to expect as far as the scope of it. But now I do know what to expect. So today's going to be a day of exploring. So far, we've done the crane game, and I won a Mickey. It was every person got to win. If you didn't win after 2 tries, you got one for free. I won my first try. I don't need help. I'm a professional. So all in all, I'm excited. I feel better. And then hopefully today we're going to get some Lorcana signs. We're going to get some Lorcana. Listen, okay, I'm not that rested, but we're going to get some Lorcana cards signed. Hopefully. That's the one thing today that I want to do. So other than that, it's going to be a fun day of exploring and just seeing the sights. So come along with me with this new, better rested me. Right now, we're mostly just wandering around. There's some pretty intense lines for things. Right now, there's a huge line for freebies, and I don't blame them because that's fun. I got this hat, so that was free. That's exciting. Fun fact: these hats don't fit on my head. I have a really big head, and I have to kind of wear them on the back of my head, and it's very embarrassing. And as a result, I can never be a Mouseketeer, which is okay. I can be a Gelatoni tier, or perhaps a Duffy and friend. But either way, we're gonna wander around. If there are things we can get in line for, we will. But otherwise, it's pretty daunting to get into some of these little lines. And also some of the free stuff, I'm like, am I gonna do anything with it? Probably not. Free stuff that I will do stuff with, this Mickey. That is a very important free thing. But like a pin that like isn't good, probably not. So time to look for more targets of opportunity. Big news, biggest news ever. So my Gelatoni outfit, I got my ears. I have a plush bag that you can't. Oh, there you go. You can kind of see it, but I found a little baby. So very excited about this. He's very important. He's got a sparkly little pant suit with overalls. Might be the most important thing I've ever purchased. So very excited about that. Was it very expensive? Yeah, but it's from Hong Kong, and I'm not in Hong Kong, so you're paying for Gelatoni's international travel. Worth it, 100%. And now I have a Gelatoni familiar, which is the best case scenario for everyone. So right now where I'm at is this little area that has basically, I don't want to say resellers, that sounds negative, but it's like people who sell things that are like from their collections, so collectible pins, things like Funkos, lounge flies, memorabilia, or as they call it, Disneyana, which is a very fun word. So it's kind of a fun little area. I think you could spend a lot of money here alone, so it's very dangerous. And there's also 2 places that sell Lorcana, which I was brave. I didn't buy anything, but also I bought everything yesterday, so I don't need to buy anything else. But yeah, this area is very fun and, like I said, dangerous because I'm a pin collector too. It's a whole thing. So either way, onward, upward, and say hello to my little friend. Oh, I might edit that out. Say hello to my little friend. we finally made it to lunch. Today is just general, has been a lot less. Yesterday we had taquitos, which were, I would say, edible. They were edible, but I had a baked potato. So, I don't think you're going to see a lot of like foodies being like, hey, you have to go to D23 and you have to try their concessions. They're out of this world. But they're edible and the price you would expect. I got a cookie and a baked potato. It was like a stuffed baked potato with like brisket and cheese and soda, and it came to $20, which is bad. But whenever I'm in one of these captive situations, I'm like, it could be worse, probably. We walked past the Ravensburger booth, and everybody seemed a lot more relaxed. But I think maybe that might be me projecting. Um, it was nice seeing them kind of getting to, like, the staff of Ravensburger getting to just be there and hear our admiration and appreciation, because I think working this event would take the life out of me if I had to do it. So yeah, right now we're halfway through Hall B. We've done A, halfway through B, and now we have to do C and D. There's a lot to see and do, and there's lots of like little booths with things where you're like, oh, maybe I'll buy that, and like I don't think I need it, but the fact that I'm here makes me feel like I do. That's probably not an accident. That's probably by design. So either way, maybe I'll buy something. All I bought today is Tony, but the day is young, and so I'm not young, but the day is young. So more to come. All right, important update. I've actually done more shopping than I thought I would do today. So, in the rush to do all the Lorcana things yesterday, we pretty much just absolutely ran through every area of the expo floor because we're like, we got to get to Ravensburger. And we missed a lot of cool stuff. So, there's this pin hunt thing. I think I mentioned it earlier, but essentially you get these free pins, and I was like, they're going to be dumb pins. Turns out they're not dumb pins. The Target one is a bullseye with a Dole Whip. Excuse me? That's adorable. And then this is where things get a little off the rails. There's a booth called Steif. I'm not German. Actually, whatever. So they have their Steif collection, and they have these premium plushies. And there's one I was like, well, I kind of want that. And they said, well, we're sold out, but come back at 2:00. And it was almost, the times are wrong. Either way, they say come back, and I came back, and they had 10 left. Look at him. Look at it. Oh my God. He was $50, but it's a collectibles item, and they're handmade in Germany. So that's an heirloom, honestly. And normally the plushies I buy, they're not handmade, and they're not good. So this is like an ethically sourced plushie, and I feel pretty good about it. But that one came with a pin. Come on, guys. So behind me is the Thomas Kincaid booth. So I don't think I'm going to spend any money at the Thomas Kincaid booth, probably. But overall, our goal now is we're almost to the end. We're almost to D. We almost finished C. And then once we get to D, then we can start doing doubles, backs. There's some stuff we can wait in line for. So that's going to be the next goal, is to see what things then we're willing to wait in line for. Also, there was a queue release at 1:00 where you could get in line for merchandise on the app. Didn't get into anything. That's a bummer. But, we can't have everything we want in life. Certainly not limited edition collector's pins. But I can have a good attitude. That's free. And honestly, anything is better than, how yesterday went for me. So all in all, doing good. This is the most precious baby angel I've ever conceived of owning. I just met him and I love him. So anyway, on to the next. So now we are waiting to try to get autographs for Lorcana artists. So there's going to be 3 there. There's Alice Pizzoni and Aubrey Archer and Nicholas Cole. So a couple unknowns. So we're in the standby of the standby, which is done after people's reservations get theirs done. So that's not promising. But in theory, if we get through, I did bring for Aubrey Archer, I brought Rapunzel, gifted artist, for Alice Pizzoni. Technically, she did not technically, she did do the promo for D23, but I want to get Ariel Spectacular Singer signed. It's been one of my favorite cards since one, so sentimentally, I feel like I have to. And then Nicholas Cole, I brought Mickey Brave Little Taylor. It's iconic. So that's that. And then lastly, I did bring an Enchanted Madam Mim because I think that would be special. So we'll see. I don't know. Either way, I am excited to see if we get in. I hope we get in. I hope next time you see me, I'm like, oh my God, we got in. It was so cool. But there's a chance you might see me and I say, well, we stood around for 2 hours and saw nothing and did nothing. That's showbiz, baby. So either way, we're in it. And I hope we get some shiny cardboard. So that's a wrap on day 2. In conclusion, I did get my card signed. They were doing a signing of like a piece of paper with all 3 of their art on it, but I forgot it. That's it. I forgot it there, but I got the 3 cards signed. And honestly, that's for the best because if I would have had that piece of paper signed, I would have kept it forever and never known what to do with it. And then been like, should I frame it? So like for my anxiety, it's probably best that I do not have that piece of paper, but it also is a little sad because I did wait in line for that. Either way, I don't know. Everything came out good today. We checked off everything on our goal sheet. Got to see people. Tomorrow's our last day, and honestly, I think it's going to be just like a little smattering of things. I really want to get into one of the pin stores during the virtual queue, so I'm praying to the virtual queue gods above that we actually get in. But other than that, the only goal is to just kind of walk around and absorb a little bit more D23 ambiance. And then yeah, that's it. So today was a lot better. I feel better. I would say compared to yesterday, you didn't see that. And you know why? Because I didn't feel good. So on to the next. We're gonna go find food, which is easier said than done. There's food everywhere, but nowhere at the same time. So anyway, see you tomorrow. All right, so it's day 3. We're live. Expectations are pretty low today. The good news is that I don't think we're going to get to do a lot because the lines are bumping right now. There's a line for everything, which makes sense. Like, I'm not like surprised that there's lines, but like the lines are capped. So you can't even like get into the line unless you catch the time where the line moves and then you jump in. But other than that, right now we're in line to do National Geographic, The Experience. I don't know what it is. And that's like my favorite part about it is that it's just this mysterious loud room and it's been calling us like the sirens of old time because I need to know. You might not even be able to hear me because of the siren call of the Nat Geo booth. So I'm excited to see what that is. I can't film it. And I'm going to I don't know. Maybe no one's watching this video because they want to know what's inside the Nat Geo booth. But either way, I'm going to know. But no Lorekeepers today, which is kind of exciting. Update though, I did pull 2 enchanteds. I pulled one in my first box and one in the second. So I don't know. I feel like something terrible is going to happen. If next week you see me say that I broke my leg, it's because I used up all my luck. And that's okay. I used it up on something good. So, yeah. So today, exploration, finishing. And then tomorrow's Disneyland. So either way, last day. Let's see what happens. So major update for those following along at home. Hexadome from Nat Geo, not super cool. It was literally just 6 projector screens and some really loud speakers. So maybe you don't have to do that. But I'm in line for Target because if you know Disney, you probably love Target. I don't know. There's overlap for sure. And you get a free pin. So we're checking things off. And soon we get to go to a pin store, which I'm very, very excited about and see if they have anything left. I hope they do. Pins are crazy here. Like really crazy. Very expensive and hard to get. So I don't know. So here's hoping I can get my hands on some of them. And also, am I buying them just because of FOMO? Probably. So other than that, time to get another free pin. So it's very crazy here. I've been in line for about 45 minutes at the pin store, which is right behind me. You have to get a virtual queue, and then they open the line at 2. There's this huge surge of people, and it was very intense. It's very scary. I don't know. It's kind of like a chaotic energy. But I'm probably still going to get a couple pins, which is cool. But I don't super love the chaos of it all. It's a little bit overwhelming. But I get it. Everybody wants to kind of get something to remember their weekend by. But there are some people here that are here to make a few dollars probably. So I don't know. It's weird. I have a lot of thoughts on it, but that's a different thought for a different day. But this is just me capturing my general overwhelmingness. So I don't even know if you can hear how loud it is in here, but it's emotionally a lot. But memories. Hello there. That was a reference to Dinosaur, which is being canceled, but Indiana Jones is coming. Either way, I'm reporting live from Pandora, the world of Avatar. It's fun. I wish there were more smells because that's one of my favorite parts of the ride and in Animal Kingdom, but there aren't. So I'm trying to see a baby dragon. I hope it comes out. That's all I want to see. Show me the baby, but we'll see. Otherwise, right now we just kind of look like we're really big fans of Pandora and Avatar, so, which isn't the worst thing. So here's hoping a baby comes out. And that's a wrap on D23. So we did everything, I think. I mean, everything we wanted to. There are some lines that were too long. Like, for example, they had a Disney Channel thing where you would do like, this is Disney Channel, and you know what I'm talking about. Well, you do if you're over 30. But either way, well, no, young kids know that too. Either way, we are done. I'm headed out. We're going to go to downtown Disney and try to get some dinner. And I got to see Ryan Miller, and that was really cool, and say thank you. So thank you to Steve. I didn't get to say thank you to Shane, but, the whole Ravensburger team, they knocked it out of the park because it's crazy. It was crazy week. Also, Disney did a great job. Everyone did a great job. So, if you're a staff member or member of the team that helped this weekend, thank you. And thank you to everyone that said hi to me. That was so cool. I think the coolest part of this community is the community. The game is very fun, but it wouldn't be what it is without the people who play it. So I'm very grateful that I had a chance to do this. I'm grateful for all the things that went so well, because I did feel like unnaturally lucky this weekend. So yeah, next blog you'll hear about how I broke my leg and lost all my money. But before then, so thank you for following along. It was a journey, and it's over. As always, we're always happy to have you stop by the inn wherever your adventure takes you, even if it's, 3 sweaty days in Southern California. And if you don't know where to find us, just take the second star to the right exit and head straight on till morning. I'll be there waiting and sweaty, but with cool stuff. Goodbye.